Moscow Does Not Believe in Tears is a 1980s Soviet romantic drama that won the Academy Award for Best Foreign Picture. The film follows three young women, Katerina, Ludmila, and Antonina, who move to Moscow to work in factories. They live together in a workers' dormitory and all have goals of staying in Moscow by one means or another. For much of the Soviet Union, if you were not born in Moscow, you could not simply move there and gain permanent residency. Katerina is studying for exams to enroll in a Moscow university. Ludmila tries to meet affluent Muscovite men to marry, and Antonina is dating a fellow factory worker who was born in Moscow. This film is a comment on class divisions in Soviet society. The girls are immigrant factory workers, considered lower class, striving to enter into the higher classes of people who have permanent Moscow residence and those who work in professional jobs and academia. When Katerina's professor uncle goes on vacation, he asks her to dog sit. Antonina convinces her to pretend that the professor's lavish apartment is their home and they are his daughters. She throws a dinner party and invites a host of affluent potential suitors. Katerina falls in love with a camera operator named Rudolph and ends up getting pregnant. Rudolph finds out that Katerina lied about who she was when his TV station interviews her at the factory where she works. Rudolph doesn't want to marry her or help her find a doctor. He and his family show their disdain towards her lower-class background, something that's not supposed to matter in progressive Soviet society where everyone should be equal. But even without large disparities in income, class divisions persist. In Part 2, we see that Katerina has become the director of her factory, living with her now teenage daughter in a nice apartment and driving her own car. She has risen in class through her own merits and is highly respected. She meets a man on a train named Gosha and they quickly fall in love. But when he expresses his view that women shouldn't earn more than men, she decides to keep her job a secret, since Gosha is a machinist who works with his hands and doesn't make as much as her. Once again, she must keep her true nature a secret in order to have the love she wants. Gosha eventually finds out, and she runs into Rudolph again. But you'll have to watch it for yourself to find out how it ends.